Hi guys, in this lecture I am going to explain another React hook use effect. So it is very important hook, one is a commonly used hook use effect. So I am going to explain by creating a React.js application. I have already created a React.js application. So I removed all the by default code in app.js, just div and a class name app. Okay, if I refresh I can see my screen here. Right? Now what I am going to do, just I am adding a div here. Let's see what's rendering. Okay, yes, it's coming. So for explaining use effect, I am going to explain with class component and functional component. Both I am going to explain at a time so you can easily understand what is the usage of use effect in different situation. Okay. For that one, what I am going to do, I am going to create a class component here, view class.js. Okay, this is a class component. Here I am going to import my import react from react. Okay, so as I said, this is a class component. I have to export default class view class extends. I should extend from react dot component. Okay, then there is a render should be the return, and I am just returning a button, or just we can return a button here for now. Increment here. Now I have to import this in app.js. Import view class from view class, and I have to use that component here. Let's use it. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Yes, button is coming here. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create a constructor props inside this super props. Okay. Now here I am going to declare a state. This state dot count equal to 1. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to the use most important lifecycle component did mount. Here I am going to add console.log component did mount. Okay, now another lifecycle which I am going to use is component did update. Okay, component did update. Here I am going to use console.log this dot state dot count, and also I am printing the lifecycle name here. Now another important component which I am going to use, component will unmount. Okay, so these are the three major component which we'll be using on our day-to-day project. So I am using these two. Okay, now here I am just adding the console here. Okay, now here what I am going to do, I am going to print the value of count. This dot state dot count. Clear? Then we can create a on click here, and on the on click I am going to create this dot set state count is equal to this dot state dot count plus 1. Okay, this you can declare using previous state also. Currently I am using directly value this dot state dot count. Okay, now we can have a render console here. Render console, it is added. Now if I try to refresh, let's see, prop is not defined. Yes, it should be props. Yes, let's see. Props here, props is here. Okay, try to refresh once more. Yes, my count is coming, my button is coming. Let's see how life cycle is executing. Okay, now if I look into my console, I can see component render is coming, then component did mount is coming. So inside the constructor also I can put one more here, constructor. Okay, now if I try to refresh, I can see my old lifecycle once more, constructor, render, component did mount. Now if I try to increment the value, you can see render is coming, 2 is coming, 2 is coming from component did update. I have to put this. Yes, component did update is coming. Yes, clearly. Okay. Now what I am going to do here, I have to call this component will unmount. For that one, what I am going to do, I am going to create a hook here, const visible. Okay, set visible for updating the value of visible, and we can have use state here. We can pass the value false here, initially visible false. Then I can add a button here. On the button on click, I can change the value into set visible, not visible. Okay, so we can have a button show here according to the visible condition. We can have a label here. If it's visible, then hide, otherwise show. Okay, now let's see what's happening. Also, I need to put a visible condition here. Visible, if it is visible, show the view class, otherwise null. So it will unmount this component. Okay, now let's see what's happening. Yes, so it's coming. Now if I click here, yes, all the life cycle is called constructor render component did mount. If I try to increment, yes, render component did update is also calling. Whenever my state changed, my component did update is calling. Now if I try to hide this one, component will unmount is called. Okay, so this is the life cycle of a class component. Now I am going to replicate this using hook. Okay, so that we can understand how hooks is replacing life cycle. Okay, so I am going to create one more component here, view functional. Okay, view functional.js. So obviously this will be a functional component. I am going to import react from react. Also I am going to declare this as a functional component, view functional arrow function. Okay, inside this arrow function I am going to add the same content which I have used here. Okay, div. Okay, let's add a div here. Okay, as it is a functional component, state this dot state will not work. We have to declare as a use state. Okay, so constant count, set count, we can use state and initial value 1. Okay, now I have to use this value directly, and the value of set I can do like something like this. Sorry, set count should be the okay, set count plus 1. Okay, now I have to export this one, and I am exporting that one. Export default view functional. Clear. Now I am going to use this view functional in this app.js. Import view functional from view functional. I am going to add the same thing here, view functional. Okay, as explaining view functional, I am just commenting this one. Let's see. Yes, count value and button is coming. Okay, now I want to replicate here. View class component did mount is there, right? I have to replicate this using use effect. So I am going to explain different scenario of use effect here. Just I am importing use effect here. Okay, so use effect you can use in different ways. One is use effect. So method of use effect or syntax of use effect is always will be use effect function and then dependency. This will be the format of we can say dependency. This will be the format of use effect. So as I am here, I am going to declare a function. I am just adding an arrow function without any dependency, so I am just adding here console.log, so without dependency. Clear? Now what I am going to do, I am just executing this one. Let's see what's happened. So without dependency is coming. Okay, now if I change to value, see, without dependencies again coming. Now if I try to increment, again coming, again. Okay, so if you didn't pass any argument on any passed any dependency, use effect will always call when there is a state change or a props change attached with that component. So this will keep remain calling when there is a state change or a for props change. That means it will treat as a component did mount. Okay, component did update. So all use effect will only execute after render. Okay, so this will treat as a pure component did update. Always it will call without checking any dependency. Okay, now if I want to pass, if I pass an empty array, okay, if I pass an empty array, okay, empty array. So this will, let's see what's happening. Okay, without empty array. Show yes, with empty array it's rendered one time. Now if I try to increment, the value, or if I try to change the state of the component, it is not re-rendering again. Means this will treat as component did mount. Clear? So if you pass an empty array in use effect, it will work as a component did mount. Okay. Now what I am going to do, I am going to declare one more use effect with another dependency passing count. Okay. With count. Okay. Now if I try to refresh, let's see what's happening. Shomer is coming with count is added one time. Okay, with count is coming because count value is added set into one. Okay, now if I try to increment, without dependency and with count is coming once more, I can explain this in one more way. Okay, what I am going to do, I am going to declare one more state here, number, set number. Okay, set number, use state 1. Okay, now if I try to add that value here, count value is here, then also number here is I am passing here number. Okay, set number I am just adding here number plus 1. Okay, now if I check once more, okay, let's see what happened. I refreshed without dependency, without any without dependency is calling, and with empty array is also calling. Without dependency is calling, empty array is obviously called. This will treat as a component in mount. Whenever this component is mounting, it will call one time. With count also is calling because we are setting an initial value here. Now let's see. If I try to increment the second value number, okay, without this count, with count is not calling again because this use effect is depend on the count value. So it will only call when there is a change in this count. Okay, if I try to increment the second value anytime, see, without any dependency it will call because it has no dependency. The second use effect with the count will not call because we are not changing the value of count. Now check, if I try to change the first value, the count value, if I try to change the count value, yes, with count is calling. So we have passed a dependency to this use effect. We are saying this use effect you should only call when there is a change in count. Now this will treat as component did update. It will treat as component did mount and did update. It will treat both. It will work component did mount and component did update. Whenever this values changes, this will call, or initial time also this will call. Clear? Now I am going to add one more use effect. Let's see what's happening. I am just passing number here, the second state with number. Okay, now let's see. If I try to refresh, so this value without dependency, we didn't pass dependency, so it will obviously call. And empty array also calling. Okay, empty array is also calling as it is a component did mount, and with count also is calling because we are setting a set value here 1. Now if I try to increment the value of second value, see, with number, that means if any number change or if any change in this number, this use effect will call. Means this use effect is dependent on this number value. Okay, now if you want to combine this number and count both, you can add this 2 here. So this use effect will call if there is a change in number or if there is a change in count. I can add here with dependency. Okay, dependency spelling was wrong. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to comment this all use effect. Let's see what's happening. Okay, I just commented all. Okay, show here with dependency is calling because we are setting the initial values here. Now what I am going to do, I am going to if I try to increment the count value, see, it will call. If I try to change this one again, this with dependency, this life cycle will call because this use effect is dependent on number and count. Okay, clear? Means if there is any change in number value or if there is a change in count value, this use effect will call. Okay, so apparently what we are doing, we are creating life cycle using in use effect with a different context. We are covering all the life cycle using a single method, that is use effect. Clear? Now I am going to explain one of the other use case of use effect. Okay, here I am going to do use effect. Just I am passing an arrow function. Clear? And also I am passing a return here. Okay, let's see what is the return here, and I am just adding a console in the return. Okay, console with the return. Clear? Now if I try to refresh, nothing is coming. Clear? Now check. If I try to hide this one, if I try to hide that component, means if I am removing that component from DOM, this will call. This is equivalent to component will unmount. Component will unmount. This is equivalent to component will unmount. So if we put a return in a use statement, it will call when there is a unmounting. If you put a return inside use effect, it will call if there is a unmounting. Clear? Also, if you want to pass, if you want to work it as a component in mount, we can just add a empty array. So it will work as a component did mount. Now see, let's happening. If I try to refresh this one, okay, show here this. Whenever this mounting, this will work as a component did mount because we have passed an empty array. Clear? Now if I try to remove this component from my DOM, hide, it will work as a component will unmount, sorry. Now if I pass a dependency here, count. Okay, now just refresh here. Let's see the 3 lifecycle is executing smoothly. Okay, if I show here, it will work as a component did mount. Now if I try to change the count value, see, component did mount is calling. Now if I try to hide that one, it will work as component will unmount. So using this use effect, we can execute all lifecycle using passing different contexts. Okay, so this is the importance of use effect. We will be covering more about on use effect in next lecture. Clear?